All right, I wanted to share some thoughts about this site development, I guess that you would call it. We're sort of a hobbyist, especially when it comes to digital things like AI coding, for example. We have tested out a few things, but lately we have been using Codex, and we're using, in our VSCode. I mean, it's literally an extension, and you can just type to it all inside uh, Visual Studio Code app. It's pretty easy. You don't need to be super technical to figure it out. But having said that, I find that even when I want to do things that I think are not that hard, or maybe I don't think they're going to take that long, it always takes a lot of processing to get through everything. And I'm not even just talking about, the AI getting through my requests. I'm talking about me as the user to go through all of the changes that I'm trying to make. Um, and in the case of our latest changes, I'm done with this for today. I'll probably work on it tomorrow, but this is my Torchlight Infinite Hero Rank website that basically just collects a bunch of cache data from my local folder, and then compiles it, processes it. I've talked about it in a previous video. And then from there, I wanted to build some stats about, some metrics I thought were kind of interesting, just so people can see, based on the snapshots that day 1, day 2, day 3 of the new season, the Vorax SS11 season for Torchlight Infinite. And then you can filter by region. And this is all very cool and interesting and exciting. And then doing this levels distribution chart, which the goal here was that, you want to be able to see, what heroes level up faster, and what heroes are more popular from like a playtime standpoint that would have people get to a higher level earlier in the season. Anyways, doesn't matter why the data is there. What does matter is the steps and the learning to try to process all this. Obviously, the NA region is not really as good, the Americas. So that's us. That's the United States and Canada, and I guess South America if they're playing Torchlight Infinite as well. The Asian servers generally are, a little faster, a little more dedicated to this game specifically. But anyways, there's no API for this game, and so it's me and my friend Codex just grinding this thing out. I have some experience in hosting and CDN and some other just static page configurations, but and a little bit at the career level is what I mean. But doing this as like a personal hobby project, everything has taken longer than I thought it would. Like just getting this page up, and I'm already noticing things that are so bad about this. The UI, it's kind of blinding, and the fact that we can select region, but it doesn't change these bars, and then we can select hero, but it doesn't change these bars, and which, I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's the way I designed it, because I'm the one who's making the requests and setting the requirements, but we're doing all of this testing and user end validation, while at the same time we're having to kind of build requirements and have this conversation feedback with the AI. And as far as my career experience with that, it's interesting that there are things that I'd send to an AI that I actually have sort of sent to teams of consultants that I've worked with on behalf of companies. So, not to get too far into what my career experience has been, but this is so different. It is so fundamentally different. Obviously, there is no other human element. And so all of the work, quote unquote work, is being done by me as an individual. And it's almost 4:00. And I thought I started to get really into this right after lunch. I thought this was going to be way faster. I thought I was going to have these pages done and cleaned up, and like then I could go about my day, and I have other things I got to do today. But no, it took hours and hours just to make like, simple metrics, simple data sets. And it wasn't that the AI took hours to do this. It's that I am a bottleneck because I want to make sure that this is done correctly. And there were times when it was not. And even getting the requirements to build the charts that I'm interested in, just took time. It just took time. And so, yeah, it's interesting the way that people are excited about AI. I do like the idea that this was able to get done. I mean, I like the idea that I did not have to write almost any code. I started this project writing the code myself, by the way, and I took snippets, 8 lines long, and I made sure I understood every single line of code that was going in. And by now, the app has improved so much, and Codex, I mean, I'll take a look here. This is GPT 5.3 Codex. So this is very modern. And so it really can do pretty much anything you ask it to programmatically. And it hasn't really given me any glaring flaws in that area. And I know I'm running some risks here, especially with deployment, with hosting, for example. I mean, all of a sudden you can get hit with a hosting fee that you didn't expect because the AI, did something irresponsible. Or you didn't understand one of your requirements. You gave it the AI and so on. So that's it. That's the only information I got for now. I called this my headache project in the last video, and I don't know if I'm going to call it that. I think that I'm going to say that I'm proud of this. I'm proud overall of what this is. For the data that I was able to collect from my game folder and translate it into at least a usable data assessment tool for Torchlight Infinite, which is not even a very popular game, but I mean, at least not here in the English language, but like, I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty pleased, it's all AI. I mean, I cannot claim that this would have got done, as an individual. I mean, I needed to leverage the tools that are available. So I hope that this is the beginning of some sort of excitement in this area. I hope that I can build other things that I'm encouraged by and interested in, and things that will maybe be more personal to me than some random external hero rank tool. So I guess that's it for the video. I'll put a little bit of information about this project in the description. Obviously, send me messages, comments, whatever. I've gotten some mixed feedback on Reddit and on Discord, and those are not the best environments to get good feedback. But regardless, I hope y'all have a good Friday. Goodbye, fellas. See ya.